what I want to talk about today is what I be talking about. What I don't do. And that what I don't do is discuss breakups. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because I used to work with people who were dealing with breakups with guys and everything like that. And let me tell you, the problems were all the same. Literally, all the same things. He ignored my text. He's sleeping with another girl. He liking some other girl's pictures. I don't know why he won't take care of me. I think he's my twin flame. Oh, I'm in love with him, but I feel like I love him more than he loves me. It's literally all the same stuff, literally around the world. And, I just decided that it's just because people value men way too much. And I don't even want to be a part of that. And I don't want to listen to it all day. Like, because what it really comes down to is you don't really love him. You just don't like yourself that much. And you want somebody else to fill that void. So you're putting him there and making that his job and chasing after him instead of chasing after what you should be doing to replace him and move on to better things in your life. Honestly, that's usually what it comes down to, because it's like people only fall for that rejection affection when their self-esteem is low. Because like me, everybody knows I'm a very confident person. I love myself. I was just in the mirror, spending some time with myself. I love myself every day. I love myself. So, therefore, I don't have time for rejection affection. It's a waste of time for me, you know? In fact, in order for a guy to even be noticed by me, he has to be kissing my ass. A lot. Okay? He has to kiss my ass for me to even notice him. And then after that, he better put on all the chapstick, all the lip gloss, because he's definitely going to have to do even more to get me to commit to him or even date him. Definitely even more for me to have sex with him, okay? Or you will be waiting forever in the dungeon for me to have sex with you, because I don't care that much to have sex with people who aren't literally kissing my ass. Like, it doesn't work. I've never had sex with somebody who did not love me. Never, ever, never will. It's just not something I do. I don't really care to be somebody's pocket pussy to ejaculate in. And I definitely don't care to not get paid either, because I know I'm worth a shopping trip. So I don't know what these other girls be on, but you know, I know what I'm worth. So I don't care to really talk about breakups, because it just comes from a place of deifying men. Number one, placing men on these weird pedestals, like where they're these gods and they're just like so worth, like giving so much, like, I don't know, illumination to, adoration, even when they're disrespecting you. That's where that comes from. And I want no parts of that. I don't even want to hear about it. That's a reality for me that I'm so far removed from. I don't want to be a part of that. The twin flame stuff, it's like you think you twin flames with somebody who's fucking somebody else. Like, what's going on, sis? Maybe no, maybe you just twins with the other girl because y'all got the same taste in men. It's not it's not what you think it is. But that also comes from a place of, like, how when people psychologically have to tell themselves that something is way deeper or has some grand purpose for why it's happening to them, instead of just saying, well, this is a fucked up situation, I need to remove myself from it. It's just like when people tell themselves that, oh, there was a reason why I had to go through some traumatic event to get myself here. While it's like that can be possible, because I believe all of our lives are a perfect design, it doesn't excuse that it's a terrible fucking situation. It's a terrible thing. It's a traumatic event that didn't need to happen for you to get there to where you are, But that's where that I feel like a lot of twin flame stuff comes from, especially the way that people use it, because I don't feel like they use it properly, which I feel like a lot of people don't use a lot of things in spiritual things in the spiritual realm surrounding love properly, and it's kind of exhausting. So that's why I don't really care to talk about breakups. Also, I'm a big fan of breakups. It's too many men out here. It's really too many. It's too many. You can find them in your phone, right on the app. You can find them on your social media. You can go outside. Like, it's just too many men. I don't care that much to like hold on to somebody. I've never been that desperate. Like, ever, 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 ever in my life. Like, it's just never, that's never going to be who I am. And it's never going to be something I can relate to. Now, I can be sad about losing somebody that I spent a lot of time with, but it's never going to be to the point that I think my whole life is about to end because of them, because I don't deify people, especially men, to that extent. And I feel like that's where that comes from. Like a load of brainwashing, and a lot I see it online all the time, and that's why I'm always talking to people about how people deifying these guys. They don't have anything going for them. They're ugly, they stink, they can't fight. It's nothing really to be mourning over. You need to mourn over the time that you lost while dealing with somebody like that, and get on to something better, because that ain't cute. That ain't bossed up. You could do better. You can always do better, especially with the guys y'all be talking to, because, yeah, absolutely not. But yeah, that's why I don't really care to talk about breakups or anything like that. I feel like it comes from a place where you have to really place men on a pedestal, which I feel like a lot of people are brainwashed into, and I am not sensitive enough to those situations, because I cannot place men high enough on a pedestal to talk about them all the time, and I'm a dating coach. So, it's just, I can't do it. So that's why I don't do it. You can always comment below, like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram at Actual Black Mermaid, or on Twitter at Imani_Yvonne 2. I'll talk to you guys later.